Welcome back. I'm Dr. Ruckus, and today we are playing IZZET Control in Ranked Standard. I had so much freaking fun with this deck today. It was a blast. And we got a couple upgrades from Phyrexia to the already existing construction for this deck. So the key card in this deck has been Third Path Iconoclast. This thing comes down on 2. And then everything else you play for the rest of the game pumps out these 1/1 tokens, which either can block against aggro decks or whittle down the opponent against control decks. It has a built-in win con. It's sweet, and you just get rewarded for doing everything you want to be doing, like casting Fables, casting Counterspells, and casting Planeswalkers. Okay, upgrade. We now in the 3-drop slot, of course, have Jace, which is amazing. 3-drop Planeswalker can come down, protect itself, can also mill either you or your opponent and draw a card. Usually, often you want to mill your opponent, getting closer to that double Jace win con, but in this case, you might want to mill yourself because we are running the Capricious Hellraiser, a new card from Phyrexia, normally a 6-mana 4/4 flyer, but it costs 3 less to cast if you have 9 or more cards in your graveyard. So if you're bending things to the graveyard via casting spells, discarding off the Fable, or just self-milling via the Jace, you can get there a little bit faster. When this bad boy enters the battlefield, exile 3 cards at random from your graveyard, choose a non-creature, non-land card from among them, and copy it. So you may cast the copy without paying its mana cost. So the floor, the worst case scenario, is you get at random, you get 3 cards, and they're like land, counterspell, and you're like, all right, that was a dud. But the ceiling, you get 3 cards, you get land, counterspell, maybe a removal spell, and a Planeswalker. You get the Planeswalker for free, right? Like, that's big. That's very big. So I don't think you can run too many in this particular deck. If you run it to run a more self-mill heavy deck with like 4 copies of Consider on the 1-drop slot, maybe you can fit more of these in there. But given that we're not running crazy self-mill, I think 1's about right on top. Seems very nice. And you can also copy it with the Fable of Mirrorbreaker. If that flips and you start doing this every turn and you've got anything good in the graveyard to copy, your opponent's in serious trouble. So super sweet. And then lastly, the other upgrade we got, we threw in Koth. Not, mind-blowingly synergistic, but definitely a solid Planeswalker. Jaya is the alternative. Doesn't pair quite as well with Counterspells or Teferi because when you're exiling cards instead of drawing them, you don't get the plus counters on Teferi token, and exiling your Counterspells is not amazing on your own turn. But Koth just sits there, plus he's a big boy. I mean, it's hard to take him out. He immediately goes up to 6 loyalty. You hit land drops. You fill your hand with more cards, which makes your fires hit harder. And you only need 2 or 3 mountains now to deal some serious damage. If you want, you can run the Grixis Tri-Lands in here to get some more mountains, but I don't think you need it. Anyway, super fun. Enjoy the gameplay. Let's dive right in. On the draw, we do have Iconoclast and Fires, so that should hopefully hold off a lot of aggro opponents. Mono whites do nothing. Okay. Nothing for ourselves as well. We'll see how this Hellraiser is. It's a little sus to be playing this card, but it could be cool. We'll see what happens. Also requires triple red, which is a little bit costly, admittedly. Okay, island. Is it soldiers or control is my question. Well, it might be control. I think we have to go for the Iconoclast here, though. And hey, maybe if they burn the Make Disappear, we get to resolve Fable. Ooh, resolves without a hitch. They do have removal, though, it looks like. They have something that I choose not to use it. There was no stick when we cast it, but there's stick once we landed, I think. Sweet. Well, yeah, these sleeves are okay. I'm not big into this kind of stuff, but Ossify, Iconoclast goes down. But they're basically tapped out here. Get the Coast online. Get the Fable online as well. All the value. I do like the Goblin Shaman's voice animation. Okay, 4th land. It's potentially an Emperor turn. Do nothing. Fires can hit Planeswalkers. I think we'll drop some lands, though. I guess we need a lot of red. Maybe we drop both of these guys off. Okay. Sure. I mean, we'll have enough in hand to cast Fires regardless, so we'll start here. And let's see if we swing into an Emperor. It happens sometimes. It is, okay. Let's see if they try to make the creature or just exile. -2 exile, nothing we can do about that. But, I guess we can kick this if we want. It's kind of interesting. I'm okay with that. Maybe we just get our draw out of the deal. Right, we can't cast the Hellraiser. Okay. Sure. Let's kick and get a guard. Emperor down. Shields are down, but we didn't have any counters anyway. Hey, we got all the mountains in hand. Okay. Opponent leafing through our graveyard. It's Only 3 down there. It's going to be a while till we get the Hellraiser online.
Observers need to take action.
All right, they 0 up to, what, 6 loyalty? Which is a little unfortunate. Because we can only... Oh, we can deal 5. No, they're up to 5. I guess we just fires you now, then. Fine. Okay, we cannot kick it, Sally, but we can take out Teferi. Which is all we're doing this turn. Play out more land. What do we got? We got 4 cards down here. We're doing our best to Hellraiser. Might just be cast organically at this point. Okay, opponent does nothing. This is a pretty good draw. I don't think we slam the Hellraiser here, as exciting as it is. We also don't really have, like, any good targets. So it's definitely a Bankbuster turn. And we don't need to attack with the Kiki Jiki either. So, it's land, Bankbuster, draw. We don't need to run the Kiki Jiki into an Emperor, for example. Okay, timer comes out. They decide not to counter the Bankbuster, but they definitely think about it. Are we playing the Emperor anyway? They want to see if we'll attack into the Emperor. We will not. I refuse. You do not get to exile my Kiki Jiki just yet. Here comes the Emperor anyway. We could draw into the Make Disappear. So let's try. Nope. Jace is good though.
I hope you're ready to lose.
Okay, minus make a samurai.
We must protect the people.
Minus make a second samurai. Fair enough.
For me.
No blocks. First damage of the game. Down to 18. And they march away you. Okay, so their shields are pretty much down. But they have some good attacks on Jace. I mean, this is probably the Hellraiser turn right here. We get it down for free. We get to ping off the Emperor if we exile any of the fires. Chances look good, if not 100%. So I think that's the line here. All right. Yeah. Give him the 6-mana 4/4 flyer, exile some cards. Ooh, we leave a fires down there too. That's great. We cannot kick it. So let's pick you off. Okay. That was alright. If not a little expensive. And I think we're holding back to block here. I don't think we're getting the Bankbuster in there. Definitely want the card draw. Now we are looking at a mill win with the Jace. They are at 45 cards. Union of the Third Path. Let's call that 44 cards. Main phased as well. They want to hit that land drop. They don't hit it. They soul partition you. We might as well power up the Bankbuster to block here. Crew 3. Now that's an interesting choice by the opponent because we can just play it for more expensive and get back Fires of Victory. Could do it as soon as this turn, but maybe that's a waste. We have so many more exciting things to do. I don't think we do it this turn, as tempting as that is. Let's get Jace going for cheap. I think is fine. And we'll just plus here for now. Drop the Fable, and then try to draw with the Bankbuster this turn. That's all fine with me. Alright, they draw. We could have played the Hellraiser, just picked off the 2/2 by guaranteeing the Fires of Victory, but I don't even know if that's what we want. Maybe they'll counter it later, but that's alright. We got some value out of it the first time. Union again. Okay. Yeah, maybe we are looking at a Jace mill win con here. Down to 42 cards. Lay down arms on you. Okay, we can't power up the Bankbuster. 2 mana left. Okay, they attack down Jace a little bit. That's fine. Down to 2. And we take the draw. Iconoclast. Okay, let's bin the lands here. Iconoclast is alright. Rejecting Profession is very good. Oh, if we can land it, it's amazing. It's really good. Okay. Let's start with the Iconoclast. No stick. Could probably pay out the next Bankbuster as well. Plus you. Play out the next Bankbuster. Trigger the Iconoclast. It's quite good. And we could power up the Bankbuster, of course, but no rush from us. Yeah. I mean, if we can counter something and get counters on all our Bankbusters to keep drawing and the Jace, that's very good. Now, the opponent can also mill us out from 37. So we actually have to be thinking about their Jace win con. Tap land. Yeah, so they can actually play Jace, mill us, and then soul partition and play it again. So we need to be pretty concerned about them milling us out. I think we need to be a bit more aggressive in terms of what's going on here. Like I'm dilly-dallying a little bit. Let's not give him the Bankbuster target. I don't think it's worth it. We can give him the Chump Block instead. Okay. All right. Let's take this draw first. Not that it really matters. And I think we'll drop off one of the Bankbuster counters. It's too bad because we can't get it back with Reject Imperfection, but that's all right. Okay, counter shields down. Rending Flame. My turn. Strangle. So, if we want to not get milled out to 0, we need counter spells. So we actually need to keep drawing. I don't think we tap out for the Hellraiser at all. So I think we start with a Strangle here. Pick you off. We got a 1-1 out of the deal. I think we can even plus here. It's tempting. We just need counter spells, right? We really need counter spells. Okay, we could mill out the opponent and draw a card. I think that's even better. Okay, we bin a Deluge. That's not great for us at all. They don't have the mana to do it this turn at least. Wow, that's tough. Okay. We hit the next Strangle though, so we'll go ahead and do that here. That's alright with me. Okay, you go down. We'll attempt to crew the Bankbuster off of you, the pilot. 33 cards. Okay. I don't think we power up the next Bankbuster. I think we do want to keep drawing. I think we want to draw into counterspells, even though drawing helps their win con. And I'm not sure we give them the Iconoclast. I think that adds up to a lot of damage. If they're going to exile it with a Emperor, we could counter it, but I think we have to save the counters for the Jace win. I think that has to be what happens here. Alright, they eat it down to 27. I mean, we got a long way to go here. We can play out the land, I guess. Might be better to save for a cycle at some point. I think we're good on mana. If we wanted to draw and counter something through Make Disappear, we have the treasure. Alright, we're going to end here. Luckily, the opponent couldn't cast Memory Deluge. That would have been brutal. We get punished for milling them, but I still think it's the right call. We're down to 37. We have plenty of our own Jaces left in the deck to beat them to the punch. White Sun's Twilight. Okay, that's interesting. That's probably a counter target. I think we have to do that. Yep. Okay. Consider you countered. Make a creature. I guess we're trying to swing for lethal now. Alright, draw up. We need the next counterspell desperately now. My turn, nothing else we can do. Make Disappear, there's a counterspell. Okay. Not sure we play the Hellraiser. You may cast it. I think we start with a draw. Oh, we don't have to. Alright, definitely plus on to nothing.
Become subdued.
Definitely power you up and swing with you. Playing out land's probably fine. What else could we draw? We could draw a Planeswalker we'd want to play this turn. Alright. We don't have lethal. So let's do this first. I think it is possible we draw something we want to play. It's another Iconoclast. I don't know if we play that out or not. Into the next sweeper. It's brutal if they have the next sweeper. I think we keep the Iconoclast to rebuild. Okay, not an amazing turn, for sure. Hit him with everything we got here. When it drops to 16, and we end with a single Make Disappear to try to hold down the fort against the next sweeper, or the double Jace win con. We are down to 30 cards. Alright, hold on. Could all end right now. Okay, next land. They have 9 mana available. They Memory Deluge. We could counter it right now. And make another token? I mean, we're close to lethal. I think let's go for it. No, we don't need to do that, right? This is so bad, though. Alright, we're countering it. Casualty. Drop off you. Okay. They have to have negate here to stop it. We get the triggers, fine. Counter the Deluge. Okay. Wait, they used 2 mana. Oh, they goofed. Okay, we got it. right, we got the win here. Whew. We can minus and draw a card. Mill ourselves, I guess. Does anyone have 20 cards? No, it doesn't matter who we mill here. Whew. All right, we got there. I think we can copy the Bankbuster and get there for the win.
I will clear.
Draw a card. Play the Iconoclast first. And then, yeah, we can play out land as well. Just need to play a bunch of non-creature stuffs. Maybe should we get there? Yep, trigger, trigger. Just need enough mana. Make sure I don't mess this up.
You're not with me. You're with Phyrexia.
Okay, plus. Doesn't matter.
Take this land, Phyrexia.
We just need enough mana to copy something. Okay, I'm sure. Yep, that's fine. Make more tokens. I think that's enough at this point. So then we power up the Bankbuster. Using you. And we can also power up the Bankbuster using you. And then we can copy the Bankbuster. And we can crew it using some of the fresh tokens we made. And that should be enough right there. Alright. That is lethal. Whew. Oh, baby. I was worried. The double Jace win, you know, like... Yeah, but... Is it? Pulling it through. Let's go, baby. On the play. Okay, sure. Let's do this. Give them the old mono red treatment. They're thinking, oh no, not again. We can even hold full control if we want to spook them with a play with fire. Should I do it? Nah, it's all excessive. All right. We give up the jig anyway. No point in doing any of that. Bankbuster comes down. I just want to toy with their emotions, you know? Get them afraid, making mistakes. Putty Teeth on the tap land. Okay, some kind of 5-color shenanigans. I take it. We, on the other hand, just gonna get that sweet Fable down early, uncontested. Creature hits the floor. No stick by the opponent, and then a little instant shenanigans. Deathclap Gate, Topiary Stomper. Alright, they're ramping into the big boy stuff. But it's gonna be a while till the Stomper turns on here. So land's great. We don't need infinite Rending Flame. Honestly, fire's maybe a little better. Counterspell looks good as well. We really want to hit our land drop so we can just ferry this turn. So we're going to bin 2 cards here. Maybe they're both Rending Flames. Okay. Good, we hit the land drop. Can attack here and drop to ferry. I like that. We can try Koth next turn, maybe. Alright, Teferi on board. We'll make the token. I don't think this thing's going to attack anytime soon. They need 7 or more lands. Okay, that's 5 lands. And they have to run enough basics, too. I wonder what their distribution of lands are. Blue. So they got to be doing the Atraxa stuff, right? Okay, binding who? Binding to Fairy, okay. I think we can attack first and then Saheeli plus. But if we're going to do that, we might as well just use the Bankbuster as fodder to plus. Get a little extra damage in before combat. Okay. So yeah, I think we take our plus here. I mean, I don't know. Is that going to kill the things we have to kill? Maybe not. But we're going to draw a decent amount. Yeah, maybe this is okay. Alright, tap you. Get that draw. Wanted to land, but we'll swing here. These guys still can't block yet. When it drops to 12. And we end here. We didn't hold up Make Disappear. Next turn's the critical turn to hold Make Disappear when they have 7 mana. Herd Migration, discard. They get that next basic land. So next turn we absolutely have to hold Make Disappear. Plains it is. Play out the plains. See if they can sneak one more land in to turn on the Stompers. Go for the throw with the Kiki Jiki. Okay. No copying for us. That's alright. Herd Migration. Lands to the hand. Go open life. They can turn on the Stompers next turn, and they can counter stuff next turn. So, it's time to make some moves. I think we just draw with Saheeli here. Fable, okay.
Plane's beauty is inspiring.
We're not going to hit the next land drop. It's too bad, but it's okay. I think we have enough mana to do everything we want then, so we'll just tap the treasure token. Make you a 6/6 with Vigilance, not bad. Swing here. Get the extra treasure. When it drops a 10, we have Make Disappear and 1 fires, or 2 fires this turn. I think that's good enough. Too bad we didn't hit the land drop, but nothing else to do this turn. This guy is Vigilant, so we can block the Stompers and defend Saheeli pretty well. Let's see if they slam it, but this thing can be countered, right? We just have the counter. Because, you know, we were waiting for it. We knew that's what they were doing. So let's see if they attack now. We can block one and fires the other. My turn. All right, we'll just take the draw then. Okay. My turn. And just pick off both of these and go for game, I guess. Don't need to kick it. So that's a bunch of damage there. And don't need to kick it. And that's a bunch of damage there. And then swing for 10. Alright, that game was on easy mode. I mean, we knew what they were doing, and we just held the counter spell, so. Too easy. Give me a challenge. Give me another one. On the play with a little draw, a little removal, and some Planeswalker action. Sure. Okay, give him the mono red treatment up against Arya. Or Arya, depending on how you do it. Arya on Jetmir's Garden. Okay, I feel like that's the second time I've seen that today. Get the Bankbuster down. Let's see what they're up to. Is it Naya or 5 colors shenanigans? Plains it is, do nothing. We'll probably take the Bankbuster draw this turn. And either Koth or Saheeli next turn. Brotherhood End, artifacts. Okay, we'll definitely take the draw then. So be it. Hitting a lot of land here. I don't know if we need to Koth per se. Maybe Saheeli's a little more effective. Just minus first. Hopefully they don't sweep again. That'd be tough. Maybe we just play Koth and plus out of range. Nah, we're going to Saheeli a minus. It's alright. Alright, let's see if they have the next sweeper. Here comes some Thopters with haste. And if they Brotherhood End, we're going to be super sad. But let's just hope they don't have the next one ready to go already. 4th land. Do nothing. Nice. They don't have blue. We'll take the Saheeli draw first, I think. Unless we really want to play Teferi and get the minus down. I think I'm okay with that, actually. So if we're doing it that way, let's do you first. Try the Teferi here. There's sticks. They got something. Could be like an Emperor turn, for example. Minus the Teferi. Make a attacker that's going to grow when we draw cards. And then we can draw cards with the Saheeli after the fact.
Eyes everywhere.
Not you. I don't need any more land right now. We can get it with Koth anyway. Alright, that's a good draw. Draw this guy. And I think we might as well pop him for 1 here. Is it Emperor? They wait until this moment to do something. Big score. Uh-oh. That's spooky. Okay. Alright, that's real. Alright, well, they get to resolve the thing. They dropped off a Traxa. I wonder if they have the next one. They must, right? Well, we're tapped out. So what does this thing even do? Into the hand. Archangel. Okay. Well, that does some damage. They pick off Saheeli and a 1/1 maybe? Okay. Alright, Saheeli and a token. Not great, but not the end of the world. We hit the backup anyway. So we definitely want to pick you off with fires. And we'd have enough mana to drop the next Saheeli. We don't have a counter spell, but there's nothing we can do about that. We're going to draw. We could draw first to see if we hit the counter, though. So let's see what we hold. Nope, still no counter spell. Okay. I think we are going to fires this thing. I don't think we're kicking it. I think we drop the next Saheeli. Archangel down. Play out you. How good is Fable? Fable lets us cycle some of these lands, actually. Is that even better than Saheeli? It also plays around the next sweeper a bit. Let's just play the Saheeli here. Okay. Plus, tap you. Yes, we want that. It might be too late. Might be one turn too late. Okay. But we hit him pretty hard here, at least. Swing for 6 Vigilance. Okay, let's see if they slam the Atraxa. I guess they probably wouldn't have done that last turn, right? Do they have enough mana? I can't remember if they burned a treasure token or not. I think they did. But here's 7 mana. Maybe they don't have all the colors. Blue. They have the treasure. Archangel kicked again. Okay. Maybe they go double Saheeli. Third mountain. Almost enough to Koth, but not quite. Bouncing the Archangel's not amazing. Drawing here is okay. Let's see what else we got. I mean, it's not bad. It's not bad. We could attack with everything and Koth them after combat and still hold the counterspell. Seems okay. Alright. Send the squad in there. Okay, they decide to take the block. Sure. That means we are playing out the mountain. I guess we can plus here. We don't have to give that away. No, we're going to minus this thing. So, anyway. Play at the mountain. 3 damage to you. And hold the counterspell. Okay. How much is that? 8? 8 mana? Depopulates. So if we counter this, they have 4 mana left. Is there anything scarier than depopulate? You know, there's Brotherhood End, but I think we go for this here. I think this is one of the scariest things they could do. It's not 3 or less, so we don't get to proliferate. Resolves without a hitch. Okay. And that's it for the turn. Drop to 9. Is there any way we can get to lethal? I think we keep drawing here. Fires, okay. That's up to 10. We'll just take the plus. Take the mountain. A lot of land. Nothing else we can draw with. We could draw with fires, I guess, somehow. But don't need to do that. When it drops to 4. Yep. Play out the Fable. And hold both Otawara and fires in case either of them are needed. Alright. Well, we don't have the counter for Atraxa. Portal to Phyrexia? Nah. Nah. Weenie Hut General. Yeah, give me the scoop. Get out of here. Get out of here. Don't play your big stuff against my Make Disappear. It's tough to resolve. Alright, I think we'll call it there. Thank you so much for staying all the way to the end. If you enjoyed today's video, please consider dropping a like, subscribe, and a comment. It all helps out the channel so much. Have a great rest of your day, and I'll see you in the next one.